Right, so we're going to start the recording now. So apologies.
Hi, Audrey.
We had to deal with some gremlins. We're back in the place, and we want to thank everyone for being here today. They say ladies before gentlemen, so I'm going to let Sharon Mango do the honors to introduce herself and the people in the place.
Well, once again, I'm going to be introducing everybody. I am Sharon Mango, representing Royal Blend Productions, Stockade Promotions, and I'm welcoming Larice, Sharon Bentley, Doug, Audrey Hall, all sisters in the house, all the other little nieces, I think, and little cousins supporting Miss Hall. And welcome once again, Pam Hall, to the Raising the Awareness show. It is an honor, one of our greatest honors, to have you speak with us today. Thank you so much. And I'm turning it over to my co-host. Introduce yourself, Mr. 10 Star, because everybody likes to hear your voice.
Well, greetings, everyone. Thank you for being here once again. We had some slight technicals, but I think we've covered all that. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you. We have to hail up the great looking, ever fresh, right out of Jamaica, Pam Hall. There must be something in that sunshine, that vitamin D that brings out and radiates the beauty in your face.
Wow.
Yep.
Yes. He's a charmer.
Right?
Yes.
He bowled me over.
What can I say?
He's a charmer.
And thank you, Tafina Wilson, Sharon Bentley, who is one of our supporters, and she supports our show. She does a lot of the posting, and she's family here, Sharon Bentley out of Germany. Thank you so much. We also have Lori's here, Doug, and we have the legendary Audrey Hall. Yes, ma'am. Big
Audrey
respect.
Hall, look at that. Sisters in the house. Yes.
We're going to start the show now, and I want to come to Miss Audrey Hall. Miss Audrey, thank you for coming on the show, and we have Miss Beverly Notes to thank for that. I expressed a desire to have a conversation with Pam Hall, and Beverly said to me, I know Miss Pam Hall, I'm going to make that link with you, and she did it. And so we have to thank Beverly Notes.
Big up, Beverly.
Big up, Beverly Notes. She was on. Is she still on? I don't see her.
I think she's trying to get in. But Miss Hall, thank you for being here today, and God bless you and thank you. Just introduce yourself and just hail up your listeners who are here right now.
Well, I'm Pam Hall, longtime singer, songwriter, producer, performer, you know, all-rounder in the business. Welcome to all the guests. I consider them, I'm a guest, but I consider them my guests.
Oh.
Amen.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's great to be here and a pleasure. And that promo that you did, 10 Star.
Say that one more time.
The promo that you did. She loves the promo that you did.
Yeah, when I saw it first, I was like, woo! Didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Expected
That
something
was really
more
nice.
Reggae, you know?
It was
Hit them with the element of surprise.
That's right.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
And
Somebody was talking to me.
I tell you what, can you see us on the screen? Because I've just changed the settings. Everyone can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing you.
Yeah. Okay, we can just about see your face. I don't know if you're able to bring your camera down a bit.
What, mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amen. That's it.
There you go. Right there.
Okay.
Right. So this is good for our recordings where it doesn't look sporadic, you know, in the After Effects. So Miss Pam Hall, thank you so much. You know, you shocked me with your recordings, you know, because it was the first time that I had heard Pam Hall delving into something called jazz or even blues.
Yeah.
I knew what I heard was amazing. Now, what was that Ernest Wrangling on the guitar?
Yes. Yes, right. Man. Ernest, the great legend. Yes.
Wow. Wow. Your history is lengthy. I saw some stories out there that featured, about your history. One of the things that I wasn't too sure about was maybe where you were born and bred. Now, were you born in the UK or were you born in Jamaica? Tell us where you were born.
I was born in the UK.
Oh.
I left, yeah. Yes, I was born in the UK. I've lost the accent, you know.
You surely have. I was like, wait, what? Okay.
Yes, I spent most of my life in Jamaica.
Say that again?
I spent most of my life in Jamaica.
Okay. Right. Right. Now tell us about your early upbringing and, what life was like, maybe stroke UK, stroke Jamaica, what it was like growing up in UK and Jamaica, if you have any memories of the UK, and how music became part of your upbringing in the family household.
Okay. The first memory that flashed across my mind when you asked me about memories was having chicken pox. I was about 3 or so, as you might remember. And I was chasing after all my siblings. Then the chicken pox.
Oh my God.
I tell you. But yeah, music really, from my earliest days, my earliest memories involve music. So like, I remember how much is the door in the window?
Yeah.
And Bye Bye Love. I used to love to be playing the guitar and putting on a show in the house in that one, I remember many songs, actually. I guess our family have elephant memory, so I remember way back. One of the songs was Maria Elena. I didn't know the name of the song until just a couple years ago. And
Oh.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't know the name of that one either until recently. So when they say tequila on it, I didn't know they were saying tequila. I would just go,
tequila. Right. Yeah, that's so old. Yeah.
Yeah, and many more. I remember the song that is rounded over from England too. Took a walk and past your house late at night.
Oh yes.
I remember.
Yes.
Beverly having problems. I hope everything will soon be okay, Beverly.
I think she's in. I think she's
Beverly having some technical woes. Okay. Keep fighting it, Bev.
She's in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Beverly, yeah. Because she's sending a message. Yes.
Yes, she's here. I'm not sure if she's on camera or she's off camera, but we can see something fluctuating there. But yeah, continue, Miss Pam.
She said Medea.
Medea.
She said Medea.
Nice. I'm a big Instagram friend,
Say that again.
Beverly, I'm a big Instagram friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, man.
So you listen to an assorted like a group of music in a family household. You didn't listen to just reggae. It was like pop, you name it.
Name it. Classical music, jazz,
right.
Jamaican. Well, there wasn't much Jamaican music at that time. I didn't hear any Jamaican music at that time in England.
Right.
but we're talking about back then, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Both my parents had good voices. None of them got into music professionally.
Mhm.
And let me say hi to them both. They're somewhere in heaven. Hi, mommy. Hi, daddy. We love you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now,
So
for some reason, your sound sounds muffled. I don't know if it's just me. I'm not too
myself.
sure. Yeah,
Low.
yourself.
It's not. I think more a little bit low.
Okay.
A little bit low. She is.
Okay.
Okay. I tend to speak softly, so I'm trying now to bring it up.
Okay.
So I don't know how long I'll keep that up, but I'll try.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was low.
Okay.
That was a little bit low, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and keep the volume up.
Right. Right.
If
So
I'm going to speak soft, I'll just,
continue
yeah,
with
go
your
ahead.
musical background. You know, that maybe
So your mum and dad, right? Mum and
Yeah,
dad were also
yeah,
musical, but
right. Both had beautiful singing voices. And all my brothers and sisters have lovely voices.
Mm,
Every one of them.
right.
And our children have beautiful voices.
Right.
wow.
So everybody was musical.
Yeah, everybody was
Wow.
musical.
Right. Sharon.
Yes, yes. Well, that was she was answering my question there. So everybody was musical. When did you know, or what pushed you to go to the next level? What was your first start in, or maybe what was your first recording?
Well, the first start really was with Audrey.
Ah.
We were in a group, like I was about 10, and we had another friend, Paula,
Uh-huh.
and we had this group, and I think Audrey and Paula wrote this song, and we practiced the song.
Mm-hmm.
And me with my little self, I was the low singer, the alto singer.
Alto. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I love to sing low, even though I have a high range as well. Yeah, and our grand aunt, who took care of us at the time, because our parents were in England back in England by this time. We had come to Jamaica by that time, right?
Right.
And mommy and daddy had gone back, and our grand was taking care of us. So she was like, not yet for the studio thing. We rehearsed with some of the people who were linked with Satellite. And but we never went into the studio and actually recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we did.
Oh,
We did?
yes, we did. Did you hear that? Did you just jump in? Yes, we did.
Yes,
Remind
we did.
me.
Hello, hosts.
Hello, house. Hey, Miss Hall.
Hello, Audrey.
Audrey.
Yeah, I was looking forward to some. I thought you would start helping me out before this, Audrey. But never, better late than never.
I didn't want to butt in. I didn't want to butt in, mate. It's your interview. You know what I mean? It's your interview.
we know what you mean, mate.
That's right, mate. That's right.
Yes. So the name of our little group was the Petals.
Okay.
And it was me, Pam, and Paula. And our grand aunt allowed us to go downtown because Paula had an adult brother who accompanied us, plus my younger brother, the one that comes between me and Pam. My grand aunt let him go with us, or requested that he go with us. So we went downtown Kingston, somewhere I don't know if it was Orange Street or somewhere, some
No, it was I will tell you the road. It was very close to Parade, South Parade.
Yes, yes, yes. And the engineers and so on were Chinese, and the band, I was told later, was the Scatterlights.
Oh,
And yes, and
Wow.
Oh, wow.
yeah, yes, my younger brother has those memories. I have these memories, you know,
Wow.
and we put them together and make up the whole story. Yeah, so we sang the song, 3-part harmony, and I was the lead singer at the time.
okay.
And the song was recorded, and there was another gentleman there who also recorded a song. I heard his song maybe 2 weeks later, but we never heard our song. I think they probably decided, oh, they're just babies, you know. Suppose the song becomes a hit, they're not going to be in nightclubs singing, and you know, so I guess they made the executive decision. Yeah, they sound good, but they're too young.
Yeah, I remember being at that place, but I don't remember the details. So thanks for that.
You're welcome. Okay,
Thank
I'll
remember me?
slide.
Do you?
Huh?
You remember me chasing you down, you guys down with it, my what do you call it?
I remember you
Chicken pox.
having measles. I remember you having measles.
Hmm.
Did you in fact have chicken pox? Because you have I don't remember seeing any marks on you.
I think I had it in adulthood, come to think of it. So I don't remember exactly what it was. I just always thought of it as chicken pox. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I remember seeing rashes on your legs, and I remember sitting beside you, but I never got it. And I don't remember you chasing us, devil. Okay, well, I shall sink back into the background, and if you need any help, just holler.
Thank you, Audrey, for those memories.
You're welcome.
They would laugh.
Oh, that's funny.
So okay, so that band was the Scatterlights. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Look at that.
Awesome. That's legendary.
That's amazing. Yeah, that is legendary. Look at that.
Right.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
So let me just take you a little bit further back to maybe, secondary school days. When you were in school and you passed out, what did you want to become? What was your desire?
I went through several changes. I thought of wanting to be a teacher, and then I changed my mind about that because I said the trouble that we give the teachers, I don't think I could manage it. So, so much for the teacher.
Right.
Thought of being a nurse,
Right.
but I think I would get sick because I was way too empathic, So
Right.
no nurse. So I didn't have a set desire at that time.
Okay.
Apart from those,
Right.
I think if anyone had noticed, because like I loved technical type drawings, so like I used to enjoy constructing angles in geometry class. I used to love map work in geography. My brother eventually became an architect, but it was too late for me. When I thought about it, and I said, I could have done that, but nothing fixed.
Yes, a lot of
she's
years of schooling.
very bright student. Pam was a very bright student. Okay.
Ooh.
Was so bright that
And
she was smart enough to cover the comic books with her textbooks. So
Oh,
instead
wow.
of doing,
Oh,
she was so bright she didn't need to do her homework. So she used to put the comic inside the textbook and pretend she was studying. But she was actually I think she's the brightest one of all of us.
Oh,
It's
wow.
just that the rest of us, like my brothers, they work very hard. She didn't have to work very hard. It was just there for her, you know?
right.
Ah.
Wow.
So you were what we would refer to in the UK as clever clogs.
clever what?
Clever clogs.
For
I like
somebody
that
who
last word.
clogs.
Clogs.
Clever clogs. Yeah, yeah.
Clever
Oh.
clogs.
Somebody who is extremely intelligent.
Yes.
Yeah, but lazy and unfocused.
What lazy?
Yeah, I think yeah, things really did come kind of easy. So that I didn't work as hard.
I'm not on.
So let's lead you to where now you decided to, okay, when did it dawn on you that music was something you wanted to do professionally?
Well, that possibility was always a possibility in my mind, you know, always was. But when I actually decided to actually do it, because like even before, when I was at UTech, I remember bucking up Wire Lindo, because he went to high school with me.
Okay.
Who was that?
Wire Lindo from the
Wailer.
Wailers.
Linda. Okay.
Linda, man.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to bang up piano at school.
Right.
So I saw him one day in Halfway Street, and he said, "Hey, you should come to the studio, you know." But I didn't feel the urge to go at that time. You know, at the time I was still a teenager.
Right.
But I knew that it was a must. It would happen one day. So it actually started now when I was working at the Gleaner Company. And as I always said, there are several strands that led to it. One of them was Audrey. She introduced me to Cynthia Schloss. Gave Cynthia my number and she contacted me. And I did some harmony work for Cynthia. We were going to do shows together too, but shows didn't pan out. But she called me when she was doing her first album. And that is when I met myself as well. But another strand now was Woody, Orville Wood. Yeah, Audrey the instigator, yeah. Yeah. Also, Woody, right? He worked at the Gleaner. And I used to see this guy come into the canteen and he was always singing. So yeah, it sounded good. We got to talking about music. And another strand again from the Gleaner was Pauline. Pauline was Tinga's girlfriend at the time. And I roped in Pauline as well to rehearse with Cynthia. Pauline and another girl from the Gleaner named Carmen. Carmen was a great netballer and we all played netball together too, anyway. We were all netballers together. And so we did some rehearsals with Cynthia. And then eventually, you know, I went to studio with her. But also no, Pauline no. Yes, Cynthia Slush, yes.
Oh wow, Cynthia Slush. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Babe.
Mm.
They instigate, you know. Yeah.
We see, yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So with Tinga now, I eventually did my first recording with Tinga. You Should Never Do That. That's originally from, I think it was originally from the Gay Lads. You should never do that. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
oh yeah.
never do that. Right. So Tinga and I did that song. So from all of those links now with Woody and Tinga and went through Audrey, I eventually recorded a song also with Willie Lindo called About to Lose My Mind. And I did 2 songs with a guy named, what's his name again? Rupert Cunningham. Yes, Rupert Cunningham.
Okay.
And at that time, which I didn't remember, I was actually using my middle name. So it was Savona Hall. And I only remembered that when someone sent me the songs, sent me the link to those songs on YouTube. And I, oh my goodness, I forgot all about that. So that was before, yeah, that's before Pam Hall, that's Savona Hall.
Wow.
And so, yeah, so those are, you know, those are the earliest recordings. The one with Tinga, the one with Willie Lindo.
Willie Lindo, okay.
Yeah.
Right,
Willie
right.
Lindo.
Rupert, right. And those with Rupert Cunningham.
Okay. Well, let me just hail up everyone who's in the building and bless up the lady NZN, who has recently come in, and Swinton, who is in the building, and DJ Maestro, who has just also come into the building. So bless up DJ Maestro from Lovers Rock Radio. Let me just hand over to Sharon to just take it over from there, because I can be a mic hugger. I'm a real like investigator, you know, I love to investigate, you know, but I'm going to hand over to Sharon so she can take over.
Okay, so those were back to your recordings now. How many songs did you do under, what was did you say Savannah Hall? What is your middle name?
Yeah, Savona.
Savona.
Yeah.
And how
And
many
let me
songs
bless
did
up
you do under that name? Yes, go ahead, bless up whoever. Yes.
all of those who are here.
Mm-hmm.
Love the Ola, love the Ola, oh no, yay.
Oh, ala ono she love ono.
Yeah, what I need to find out is if I did like About to Lose My Mind, the song with Willie, if that was Pam Hall or Savona Hall. I don't know if anything else was done.
Okay.
On the
Okay.
Savona.
So after that now, those early recordings, when did you start recording as Pam Hall? Was it right after, or did you take a break? Like what happened between then?
I can't remember now. I think after that it was Pam Hall stuff.
Okay.
And there was Pam and Woody. That's from the 70s as well.
Okay. Right.
We had a song that was very popular in Jamaica, Book of Life.
You said the Book of Life?
Yeah, that's the name of the song was Book of Life. A
Okay.
song written by Harold Butler.
Okay.
And produced by, produced by Harold Butler. Willie was on that song as well.
Now, let me just take you back a little bit, because I keep taking you back, you see, because I'm unclear if Audrey Hall and Pam Hall, were you part of a group, and did you record, did you make any recordings, Audrey and Pam Hall, during your earlier days?
No, we didn't.
No.
Because Audrey went back to England.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm sure we'd have done a lot more together.
Yeah, the only recording we did was as the group, the Petals.
The Petals, okay.
Remember we mentioned it,
Right.
you know, earlier in this interview that we went
Right,
down
and that you were too young. Mhm.
Yes, so we did the recording, but we never heard it on the radio. And I picture that recording being on a dusty shelf somewhere to this day.
Yeah, no, I am wondering where it is. I'd love to hear it now.
Yes,
Oh.
and I've been pushing to get it done. You know, you, me, and Raymond, you know, could do it, you know, but
Yes.
can't hear nothing, you know, Miss Pam.
All right.
Where I say,
we
Miss
can-
Pam, where I say?
Miss
Wait.
You know,
Pam.
the way the song is, it can be a ska song, you know. I think we should do it. Yes. all
Most
right.
definitely. Yes, it's a
Yes.
ska song. That's what it was, a ska
That's the
song.
tempo.
Right.
By the way,
Wow, that'd
Pam,
be amazing.
when Pam was about 3 or 4 years old, she wrote her first song. It was would be the
Yeah.
chorus. It would be the chorus of her first song.
Oh my gosh.
I will not sing it here because it might get out there. But she will not capitalize on it no matter how I push and nag.
I hear you.
All
I
right.
hear you.
All right. All right.
I even threatened to do it myself and add my part to it and say Pam Hall and Audrey Hall, and not even that.
Okay.
Imagine.
Okay. I've just made a note of that with an asterisk. Okay.
Okay.
It will get done.
So take us to where now music is now a part of your life. You want to do it professionally, and music is something you want to, and share with us some of the influences that you know that was part of your life during your journey.
Okay. Well, that's the start at the beginning, but I'm really getting into it now, you know. And well, before I did that song with Woody, there was a band called Time. It had Wayne Armand was in that band. So that band was the precursor. Yeah, that band was the precursor to Chalice. Really, some of the members of that group. But yeah, we used to perform, and
Blanket.
we used to go for live performances. Those were really fun. And I've gained valuable experience there. Woody was a great help in helping me to work the stage, you know. Learned a lot from him. And Shayna's Heart Gone. That's a part of it. And then we did that song, Book of Life. So, all right, some of the influences, right? Okay. Influences. I think one of our greatest influences out of Jamaica is Errol Wilson. I love Errol Wilson so much. So soulful. So yeah, so that was one of my influences. On the overseas side, I loved Aretha Franklin.
Yes.
Is that Anita Baker?
Franklin.
No, Aretha Franklin.
Oh, Aretha Franklin. Okay.
Franklin,
Okay.
the classic. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was an influence. One of my biggest influences though is just instrumental music.
Oh,
I
yeah,
always
yeah.
love instrumental music. And for me, all right, Beverly, you must let us hear that song. What it is. Beverly says she used to sing with Delroy back in the day.
Delroy Wilson. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually have a duet with him from, this is way down now, way down. Just a couple of years ago. A couple of years before he passed, I should say. We did that song.
Right.
But yeah, he's awesome. Of course, stylistically, Bob Marley, Dennis Brown, there's also influences. But the main one is Delroy.
Peter. Wow. Yes.
Awesome things. Well, let me, I tell you what, before I say anything, Sharon, do you want to chime in?
Well, real quick, I just wanted to know with some of those influences like Dennis Browne, etc. Did you ever get to sing with them or do any projects with them?
Yeah, I did several. I worked on several shows. I shared the stage with Dennis Brown a lot, and also did harmony on some of his songs. I think one of his biggest songs was "Love Has Found Its Way." I sang on that song.
Oh, my favorite! Oh my gosh, that was my wedding song. Actually, we walked in with that song. So yeah, we walked into that. With that song, Love Has Found This Way. Yes, you did. You sang at my wedding.
Yeah.
You sang at my wedding. Wow, it really was. That was my entrance song. Yeah, Love Has Found This Way.
No, I see a very interesting comment from Beverly. She says that Delroy was also Dennis Brown's singer. No, Dennis Browne and I share the same birthday. So that is, wow, interesting.
Wow.
Really interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Delroy was the first child star, as I remember it.
Who?
Errol Wilson was the first child star, as I remember it.
Yeah.
Delroy.
Yes.
Errol Wilson.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember.
Now, as you journeyed on this musical journey, share with us. I know you shared with us the very first recording, but share with us some of the early producers who you first worked with and what it was like working with these producers.
Okay. Well, Willie would have been one of the early producers. And all along those early years, when recording with other people, Willie was always involved, coincidentally, not as my producer, but on a lot of recordings that I was involved in. Producer-wise now, my first solo hit by myself was with pardon me, Blackbeard. Blackbeard the Pirate, and that was Perfidia.
Okay.
Yeah, and Blackbeard is a character. I should have sent this link to him, and I forgot. To this day, Blackbeard is a chaotist. Oh gosh. But he was a very enthusiastic producer. And yeah, it was enjoyable working with him. Let me see which other producers. Harold Butler. Yeah, Papa Zookie's brother. Yes, Blackbeard is Papa Zookie's brother. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Harold Butler, a producer. Excellent producer. Excellent musician of genius quality. And I remember when I was singing the song called I Was Born a Woman. that song was written by Lenny Littlewhite and Harold Butler. It was for the movie. What was the name of the movie again? But it was specifically for the movie. And Children of Babylon, that movie. And I went to the studio and it wasn't gelling. So okay, leave it. So I said, come. And he came to my house and just played the piano and ran down the song and stuff, you know. And then when we went back to the studio, it was just there, one take, done.
Wow.
So yeah, so I salute Harold Butler. He has written some of the most amazing songs. And his musicianship is just, like as I said before, genius level.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, great guy.
So let me also take you back, slightly back, because I'm curious to know what kind of effects did Audrey Hall's career have on you as an individual?
Well, I think the first song that we heard was Second That Emotion.
Oh yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure who that is, but let me see if I can just mute some people. All right, so can Sharon hear me? All right, I can't hear you. Unmute yourself. And then Audrey, please unmute yourself.
Okay.
Audrey.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear Audrey. Sorry, I can hear Sharon.
Yeah.
Audrey, Sister Audrey, can you please unmute yourself?
I did. Can you hear me?
I can
Yes,
hear
I can.
Audrey. No,
I can hear Audrey.
I can't hear Pam.
Pam.
You'd have to hit the
Oh.
unmute.
Oh, I'm muted. It wasn't me.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I never do it.
Don't worry, don't worry. It's all good.
Oh, for real, I didn't do it either.
She said I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
It's okay.
We need to call it. Yeah, we need Shaggy in there,
Yes.
Yeah.
So back to you with the question I asked.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We were very excited at Audrey's first release. You know, really, really excited. It was mainly, you know, we were glad to see that, and we were expecting great things from her. You know, but like I said, it was
Bear with me
inevitable.
1 second. I can hear some noise in the background, so I'm just going to mute some people. I'm going to mute Morris, Loris, or someone like that. I'm trying to mute the noise in the background because I can hear some talking in the background. I'm not sure where it's
somebody might.
Bear with me.
You should probably mute everybody and then.
I'm just going to mute Sister Audrey. I don't know if it's coming from you, Sharon.
Is it? Do you hear talking?
Is there talking in the background there?
Is it gone? Oh yeah, they can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let's try again. And let me just see. Where's Audrey? Sister Audrey. I'm gonna unmute Sister Audrey. We'll ask her to unmute. All right, so she can chime in whenever. All right, Sister Audrey, bless up yourself. All right, let's see how we go from here. My ears is picking up some things, and as I get older, you know, they say your hearing depreciates, right? I'm hoping my hearing is not depreciating.
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. So
take me
yes,
back to where Audrey was the
Audrey,
child
right,
star and the kind of effect she had on you as an artist or as an
right.
individual.
So yeah, but I hadn't started doing any singing yet. I was still in high school. We just were excited that Audrey was, had something out there on the radio, and and I always had great respect for Audrey as a singer and as a musical person and as a songwriter. She always was a good writer instead of writing in terms of writing stories
Right.
from school. So she always had that. So that was very exciting for us. At that time, I didn't have any thought like, oh, I'm going to do it. There was, as I said, there was that general knowledge that eventually I was going to get into that.
Right.
Whatever happened, it was inevitable. Whether on part-time or full-time or whatever, it was fated that I would get into the music business. But the main feeling of hearing all these early songs was just excitement. Excited for her, Yeah, man.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Aaron, over to you. I don't want to be a mic hugger now.
No, you're
Hug
not
it, man.
hugging the
Hug it. Hug it up, man. You're good.
You're good. So with mom and dad now, I'm gonna take you back a little bit, like your parents, how were your parents like very supportive of what you guys were doing? I know you said that they were both musical and maybe they didn't take it to the level that you and your sister or maybe even your brother did, but how supportive were your parents when you all decided to branch out now and do, you know what I mean? Like get out there with your music. How supportive were they?
Well, they didn't express, as far as I know, any great excitement, but they had no problems with it. They had no problems with it. Some people would say,
Audrey, Audrey say something?
I'll jump in here and fill in a bit.
Okay.
When I did my first song, it was I Second That Emotion, a cover, a reggae and what was that at that time?
Smokey Robinson song, right? Is it Second That Emotion?
Exactly,
right.
Exactly. And at that time, I was back in London for about 2 or 3 years, leaving Pam and everybody else in Jamaica. So I got the full brunt of what my parents felt about us getting the music business. And I had told them that I want to sing. And my father said he didn't have any problems with me singing, but first I must find a way to make sure that I can support myself outside of the music business, because it can be a very slippery slope, a very dodgy business. So they supported the idea, but they told me, make sure you have a way to earn your living so you don't have to be desperate and be depending on anybody or begging people for show and
that was actually really good advice,
Yes, it
was very, very good advice. A lot of people can't say their parents said that. It was great advice. Yes. You could do it, but make sure you got a backup plan. It's true.
That's right. And so I took their advice, and I was actually working already at the Ministry of Health in London, Ministry of Health, Elephant and Castle.
And yes.
Yeah. And I would be typing. I was in the typing pool, earning a living. And it was tap, 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 tap all day until I was bored to tears. And, you know, that led me to start seeking. And that's when I answered an ad in the newspaper to sing. And my first producer was Dandy Livingston on a downtown label, which is a subsidiary of Island Music. And from there, the music was sent to Jamaica, and Pam and everybody was excited. And I'll leave it right there. And Pam, you can pick up.
Yeah, well, I think you got my part of. I think you just fill up. Maybe I have to Beverly notes. Your notes are hilarious too.
Susan, I remember that song too, Susan Beware the Devil. I remember.
Oh, Dandy Livingston, yes.
Dandy Livingston.
Also, a message to you, Rudy.
Right. Rudy, yeah.
Audrey is that devil. Away, I say.
I'm not having it, mate. Don't say that about my sister. You hear me cheesy accent. The last is in it done. Yeah.
Oh, funny.
So yeah, but during those times when Audrey had started singing, like I was still in high school, I used to sit down under the tree with my friends and sing. I was always singing something somewhere, all along. When you look back, maybe that was practice then, and we didn't think of it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh wow! I love the fact that you both come across as a tight, like the family is a tight knit family background who were together rather than apart from each other.
Supporting each other. Yeah. We love that.
Yeah,
we love that.
We always kept the link.
That's a beautiful thing, man. That is a very, very beautiful thing. And of course, you can still see to this day, the two of you are like, it's beautiful. There are lots of people not experiencing that still.
Yeah.
With family,
Too. Yeah. Another thing at that time too, I was in choirs. I was in school choirs, church choirs. At Excelsior, I was in the junior choir, and then I went to the senior choir. And the same thing at church, junior choir, and then the senior choir. So there was a lot of singing was going on.
Wow. That's a beautiful thing.
So now, as we journey forward, and let me ask you another question. We know the sound system played an integral part of the reggae music industry. Were you ever part of the sound system culture?
And that's an idea. No, that's not really. Not really. I never went to many dances. I want to tell you the only dances that I've been to that I can recall. And this is as an adult, is Jalov. I still love going to Jalov. In fact, we took all this to Jalov one night too, when she was in Jamaica, when she came for a visit. But like my brothers now used to go. My brother and his friends, they used to go to the dances. So on Redditch Road. You had an area on Redditch Road where they had dances. And they would tell us stories of the police raiding the dance and that kind of thing,
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have gone to that at that time as a teenager. So I really wasn't big in the dance hall culture. But however, I used to hear sound systems, even as a child in Vineyard Town. People used to have dances. And oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. And I always remember the speakers up in the tree. Man.
Oh my God.
In
the tree.
Up in the tree.
In the
Yes,
tree,
man.
yeah.
Yeah. They had their methods, you know, of getting the best sound.
Right.
And they would put tweeters in the trees. Yeah. And also I used to go to political meetings. And the main reason, because I mean, as a little child, you know, I just go by myself. Well, those were different days. I would just go out to the corner on the next block. And the main thing was the music, because the sound system would be there playing the music. And
Right.
Run up on screen, you know?
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, so I have heard sound systems, but I never used to go to dances regularly. I remember going to one at State Land.
Okay.
And I was on edge because any little movement was a corner of my eye. I was, oops, I hope nothing doing start, you know?
Right.
Which is why I always used to love dances, because it was just rootical, article level vibes, you know? Vibes.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay. So now as we progress, and you started to record for your very first few producers and stuff, I'm curious to know, when did the music business kick in terms of it's time to get paid for the music I'm recording? What was the straw that broke the camel's back in terms of you understanding the music industry and you getting paid for the work you were doing?
Okay. It just reminded me of something, of early producers. I was one of my early producers as well, actually. I recorded 2 songs, and happily I found the vinyl copies of them the other day too. But I'm talking about a little after the Book of Life with Woody.
Mm-hmm.
I produced 2 songs.
Okay.
So I was still working at the Greener at that time. So I went around the corner to my credit union, got a loan, bought my first car, and produced those 2 songs. One called Creation All Around You with myself and Woody, and one called To Freedom, which was a solo outing. So I was the producer then. So, hey, like I say, I'm one of my early producers. You.
All right. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so in terms of learning more about the business now, it was a gradual process. Most of the income really came from performing, really. There was not much happening from airplay or anything like that. I had no idea about that sort of thing.
Right.
So gradually, I started finding out about like PRS and those. But that was until, let me see, when did I join PRS? I think PRS was the first one I joined. And then I didn't join anything else until long after. So I didn't know about like the various income streams in a song, like the performers, meaning
Right.
the lead singer, the guitarist, the bass player,
Right.
whatever. I didn't know about that. I didn't know. And then of course you have the producer stream,
Yeah.
the writer stream, the publisher stream. I didn't know about all of those.
Okay.
until a good while after that.
Right.
And I'm still learning because things keep changing too, you know?
Right.
Different income streams keep coming on. Although they must try teeth still, you know? But anyway. But people always try, there are people who always try to exploit others.
Right.
Yeah, just have to watch out for them. But the streams of income now are very, very wide. Much smaller, much smaller than say record sales.
Right.
You know, because it's a different medium, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, I have learned a lot now and I'm still learning. So we have to keep learning actually in this business because it's a very technical business as well.
Yeah, true.
I'm pretty much intrigued by you because you wear many hats. You wear the producer's hats and so many other hats. Share with us how many hats you actually wear.
Okay. Okay, lead singer, which was the first hat. Lead singer, background vocalist, producer, writer. I do a little playing too. I can make a rhythm, you know. But I like to work with other people. There are some rhythms that I've done alone, but I really love to get other people's input. So I might put my idea down, and then okay, so I have this basic thing. Okay, let me have your ideas now. You're a better musician than I am, and so on. So and of course, when you do that, this is another thing I've learned. You also credit those people as writers, composers in your song. A lot of people don't like to do that.
Yes.
Partly from ignorance and partly from greed. So so I wear a whole hat.
To be honest, I know many singers, especially groups. I know many groups, especially, and I keep referring back to the Tamlins because they did harmonies for many groups, and they never got their dues for it. You know, did you ever fall into that category of doing harmonies for groups and never getting the credit for it? Because I know you've done harmonies or you've stood in for the I-Freeze, right? And many other groups.
It has happened. And I guess the thing is that there's a lot of ignorance as well. As to how to properly do the admin on your song in terms of the credits, even the names, because sometimes people mix up song names and artist names. Producers might do that. And then it's hard for them, for the artists or the writers to get their royalties because they don't match.
Right.
You know? But there is a lot of ignorance about it, and it is very, very sad. I think a lot of people are learning more now. So like in Jamaica now, Gfm was one of the first people as first organizations to start doing workshops and so on. Then after that, you had JCAP and Jams. They do workshops in an effort to increase the knowledge for people to help themselves.
Right.
But one of my biggest problems is that our educational system could be more useful to the population. For instance, intellectual property is, no pun intended, royalty, king and queen of just about anything that we do. So that should be a part of school curricula from early days. So you teach little children from primary about intellectual property. So they have an appreciation of it, of what it is. They have respect for it. a little child can have an idea.
Right.
That can turn out to be something big. So it's good for them to understand the value of it to themselves and to respect others and to respect other people's intellectual property. And so I would love to see it inculcated more into the educational system and at secondary level, tertiary level, that they know what organizations do what. So if they choose to go into the business, they have a little knowledge about and not just for music, but the whole idea of copyright and patents and stuff like that. To have an idea of how to protect their creativity, you know. So it is still a big gap in the educational system.
Okay.
Our educational system needs to empower us more, rather than just you squat, pass an exam, and go beg somebody our, you know.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see those things inculcated. So people don't just go into the music business totally clueless, as most of us have done. Most of us have gone into it.
You
know?
Before we go any further, let me just state that the last 15 minutes of our show, we want to be able to give anybody out there the opportunity to ask Pam Hall any questions that you may have for her. Suppose any questions you may have into the chat. We'll take note of it. Either Sharon Mango or Sharon Bentley or myself will take note of those questions. And then before the last 15 minutes of the show, we'll pose those questions to anybody out there. You know, whether you want to unmute and ask a question directly or whether you want to write it into the chat, we'll allow for those questions to come through. All right. Let me hand over to Sharon Mango, who's been waiting patiently behind the microphone.
Well, we're being educated here. Miss Hall is educating us as well. I love what she said, because implementing, you know, that information into the school system, it's needed everywhere, really. It really is needed everywhere. It's not just, it's all over. There is such a, still to this day, as you said, there's still such an ignorance about it. And you know, it's a shame. It's a real shame that till this day, these things are still happening. There should have already been a change, but still or not, things are really still happening in that arena. For yourself, do you feel that, because you are a very well-known artist, you and your sister, but do you feel that your influences, or for lack of a better word, it's not even influences, have you helped anybody trying to come up in the game or try to educate them thus far, you know, what to look out for, you know, mistakes that maybe you've made that you can now say, okay, I wouldn't suggest doing this, but doing that. Who in the industry have you helped, or have you helped anybody in the industry trying to seek that information? Because I always feel that we first are the ones that, once you're in it, you know, and you're able to help people, you should do so. So have you been in that situation where you've had to, you know, I'm like asking so many questions into one, but honestly, back to the same question. You know what I'm saying? Your encouragement helps also.
Yeah, I've given advice where I can and where I am capable of. And there was a time when I worked with a friend of mine in Joy Club for a couple of years, because it was our national duty, and we had a lot of people to join some of the copyright organizations,
right?
Help them to claim and stuff like that. But because it was a duty of love, you know, it was not very rewarding. So I still help people and send them to Joy, who still does it. But I try to advise people. So even if somebody said to me, can you do some background for me? Okay. And I said, have you registered your songs? Are you in an organization?
Right.
I do that too, you know?
Yeah, that helps. That does help. So do you feel like, okay, the music industry now, it's been pulled apart, the reggae industry, music in general, really. Do you feel the stresses of the music industry now and the changes musically? I guess it is mostly reggae. Like there's a big thing about the music has been very misconstrued nowadays. The integrity of reggae music, first and foremost, do you feel that it's been misconstrued or just skewed all the way out? Like, how do you feel about the industry now?
Okay, music in general is a very interesting time. There are advantages and disadvantages to it. I think we need to focus on the positive, what we can do, how we can help ourselves in this era. I think overall, I don't know what other word to use, but I think overall the world has become coarser. We see it in a lot of areas. I don't know if it was always like that, and that we have more cameras now to see. I don't know, but it just feels like everything has gotten kind of coarser.
Right.
However, I love to focus more on what I like. And I see lots of good artists out there still. I see lots of talent. And so I prefer to put my energy into encouraging that.
Right.
So for instance,
yes.
Right. So if I don't like a song, for instance, there's no way I'm going to take my time and energy to listen to it and to complain about it. I don't like it. Next, because I want to enjoy myself. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a music. Yeah.
I like that one. Next.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm a
yes.
music fan. Yeah, man. I'm a music fan before I'm a music professional.
Right.
And so I must enjoy my music. So I focus on what I like. So I don't punish myself by listening to what I don't like. I don't deserve that. So,
but she's right, because that's what it's true. That's the only way. Why listen to something? Why listen to the song? You'd be like, this is garbage. All right, next, you are absolutely correct. Why torture your ears and complain? Right. Somebody else might like it. I don't like it, which is, I get it.
Right.
I like that.
We need to, so I think we should give our energy to what we like, what we enjoy.
Right.
And it will encourage those who are producing what we like to produce more of that. You know?
That's it. Simple. Simple. I love that.
Right. And reggae music now, but Jamaican music has spawned so many genres.
Yeah.
And then off of those genres now, other people have done spin-off genres, you know, which is really interesting. And it's a source of pride for me. Some people resent it, but how can you have an international music without anybody else using it? It can't be international then, you know.
Right.
So I enjoy seeing other people appreciate our music and enjoy it. No, the thing is this: in other markets, much bigger than our market, those artists who do our music, our type of music, are going to dominate their market.
Right.
It's just a reality.
Right.
So to me, I can't get angry about that. That, for instance, reggaeton is a spin-off from reggae. The Latin market is huge, and they support their artists. Some of our artists get a good thing happening in those markets too. But the bottom line, the reality is that people are going to support people from their culture, their market more than others, even though they love what we do too.
Right.
So I say, don't bawl about the other people who are doing stuff similar to us. We do stuff we take from other people, other cultures as well, anyway, musically.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, it's more of a melting pot than ever. But don't focus on the other people who are doing music like us, like ours, or similar to ours, or exactly like ours. It's an honor to have the world love our music. Let us love our music too and promote it and have respect for it.
Yeah. Right.
Well, let me come back to Miss Pam, and it's like you've done so much music over the years, and every time I listen to, especially lately, I've been listening to a lot of your music, and I'm saying to myself, your music is still relevant and can still play in the dancehall, or what we call the dancehall today. Yeah. And I want to take you back a few years to when you recorded with Fat Eyes, because you did something with Bulby, right? And it's a track which was called Sound and Pressure. Take me back to that musical memory of that particular song, because I've been itching to know why you did that song, because I do know it from Hopton Lewis. I'm not too sure if it was the original, but I do know Hopton Lewis did that song. But that song that you did was powerful. Sound and Pressure. Give me the history.
Yeah. Okay, the history. I was doing harmony work on some of the other songs on that rhythm.
Right.
And fooling around, and I was working with Fata. He was it's Fata and Bulby.
Right.
Fata.
Right.
I was in the studio working with Fata. I remember one of the songs was a Marcia Griffith song, too, with harmonies and some of the songs. And they said, I think I was messing around with sound and pressure. Because a lot of times I do foolishness, in the studio, and people say, do it. Yeah, do that. I'm always segueing, but like for instance, now I'm in the studio doing harmony for somebody, and I'm always whistling in the studio, so I'm whistling, and the guy said, yes, put that on the song.
Right.
And so I'm on the song credited as a background vocalist and a whistler,
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm there, yeah, right. So I'm there fooling around, and Pata said, sing it now. It's not even my key, really.
Yeah.
Because it's the same key that Hopeton did it in, and he's a guy, man, and not a guy with a high voice. So I said, hey, bang up Hopeton Lewis song up on the piano table. Anyway,
Right.
So I was, so I recorded it. So that's how that came around, and it's the dance thing. So I put in a little kind of dancehall type lyrics,
Right.
So that's the story of how that came to be.
It's a brilliant song. I absolutely love it. I'm going to play a few bars of that particular song.
I'm about to say, play it.
One thing I love about Pam Hall is that music can play in the dance hall today.
Still.
It's relevant to the music. Well, let me play this tune now. If you have some bass and you know this tune, I don't know if you can still get it on iTunes. It's called Sound and Pressure. It was done by Fatah's record label. Bulby was the producer, and this is Pam Hall.
gotta keep on moving right now, sir.
Gotta keep on coming.
Woo! Yeah. Everybody gotta keep on moving. Oh yes, I say so. They're gonna keep on coming in to this dance.
Woo! Jesus.
To this dance. Gonna put on the pressure.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Jesus.
Wow. I have to go back and listen to that song. I haven't heard it in years.
Oh,
That is
I
one
know,
of my
yeah.
prized possessions. Anything I could lose all my music, but just not that particular one.
Ah,
Trust me,
I'm touched.
it's huge. It's
yeah.
huge.
Yes, I'm going to give it
Big.
a listen. I've never performed it on stage.
Oh,
So
really?
So,
She's never performed it on stage.
oh
Really?
my days.
You can
What's
still
that
do it
song?
now.
That's a
all
travesty.
right.
Give us
I
a
remember
little
that.
vocal. Give us a little
See that
acapella.
you gotta bring that back, man. You have to do it again, man. You have to bring it back because that song is now to be performed. It's relevant to what's going on now. Yeah.
Tell Miss Pam Hall to give
remember
us an
all the in the
acapella.
song, but all right. Well, I got a little reminder just now. So all right. Ooh-wee. All right now. Ooh-wee. 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 Now remember somebody that said, ooh-wee.
You did all of that.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Everybody gotta keep on moving right to the beat now. Gonna keep on coming in. Yes, right now. Everybody gotta keep on moving. Oh, yes, I say so. Gotta keep on coming in. Woo!
You still have it.
So you don't know that one, Audrey?
I did
No,
never hear
I
that
never
one
heard that
before.
one before.
My
Well,
This is my
dear.
first time hearing it. I like the vibe.
Right? Yes.
It's
so much
cool
song,
and it's deadly.
Yes,
It
she gave it a
is.
very, very nice Pam Hall treatment.
Yes, man.
Yes.
You know the beauty behind your, because I've been listening to a lot of your music and I'm saying to myself, not only can your music play in today's dance, what they call the dancehall today, you know, it's still relevant today. People will still be rocking to music like that for years and years to come. And then I'm saying to myself, all of a sudden, just by chance, I'm doing my investigation on Pam Hall, and I come across Ernest Ranglin and Pam Hall. So I investigate that album in its fullness. And I'm saying, is this the same Pam Hall that I've been interacting with over the last couple of days? Weird. I'm serious. And then lo and behold, it's Pam Hall. And then I came to you, Sharon Mango, and I said to myself, tell me what you've learned about Pam Hall. And what did you say to me?
I said it's her versatility, right? Is that what I said? I think
you
I said it's her
mentioned people
versatility.
like Sarah Vaughan and all them people.
Yeah, it's the simple fact you can tap into it. Your voice fits right into the pocket. She could do jazz. It's not just Pam Hall, it's the uniqueness of your vocals. You could tap into if you never sang a reggae song, jazz will be it for you. 100%. soul, R&B. It is the uniqueness. It's not just singing. Everybody has a signature tone. Yours is unique in every aspect. I said, that's what it is. Yeah, it's that's why your Pam Hall is not on a small thing. On a small thing.
What one of the words you used, one of the words you used for me was it kind of reminded you of an era which brought elegance back into the industry, you know,
yes,
elegance, a time of elegance.
I think that's what it is. That's what I said. That's
right. The Sarah Vaughan's and the you name it, the ladies who brought elegance into the music.
It was elegance,
kind of
yes.
Right into that era.
Yeah.
And I tell her I talk.
No, true talk. Yeah, true talk. I said, I remember now the first thing I said, she just exhibits elegance. It's an elegance that is missing. You could go from the top of the top rubber dub right down to the elegance of performing a song.
We're talking about you in your presence. We just love you that much.
We do. We love you that much. It's just, yeah.
Thank you, guys. I'll always, I describe myself as being musically greedy.
Musically greedy.
Thumbs up, I use that word.
Yeah, right. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So I delve into music, you know?
Yeah. Oh, man.
It shows your love. It shows your love. Yeah, it shows your love in music.
Yeah, man. That album with Ernie, man, that's one of my greatest honors because I'm such an ardent fan of Ernie Rankin.
Mm-hmm.
He is unbelievably brilliant.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, man, that was a very special experience.
That was amazing. I mean, Ernest Ranglin, for me, what you did was amazing. And if Ernest Ranglin is doing something, you don't even need a vocal. When he's putting all these instrumentations together, you hear the vocals even though there's none in what he's doing. That's what makes him so amazing. It's just so, Ernest Ranglin music is so soothing and so relevant.
Yeah, he's still around, Beverly. No, all right.
He's still alive. He's still alive.
Yeah. He's an amazing musician, producer. He is something. I'm a fan as well. So for you to do something, two giants is a big thing. Now,
let me ask Pam, because I'm eager to understand why Pam went there with that kind of concept for an album. What came into your cranium? What were you thinking about? Why did you even think about delving there?
Well, I've always loved jazz. From I was a little baby, always loved jazz.
Okay.
Like some of my earliest songs that I would listen to is like, okay.
The big band, big band era.
Yeah, right.
The big band era, yes.
So yeah, I was vibing to that when I was like 5, 6 years old, and you know that particular version of that song with Glenn Miller Orchestra. My mother had that record, and it was played on the radio too. And I've been here dancing up and down, and when the music stopped, and then I just come back in, you know, they have that towards the end.
Yeah.
And I would just enjoy that, man. And I'd be sometimes I'm just spinning around, enjoy the music, spin till I drop, get dizzy and drop. and like Take Five is another one of my favorite songs.
Oh yes, Take Five. Yes.
You know?
Yes, me too.
So so I always loved it. So the first time I actually performed actually performed on a jazz show was in the 80s, and it was at Mutual Life. We used to have a really awesome jazz series in the Mutual Life basement. Went on for years, and that was the first time I performed. I've done many jazz shows since, so it's always been
wow,
a part of me, you know.
wow.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And yet it came across to me like, you know, that jazz part was something brand new, you know. It's like I'm learning a whole new thing about Pam Hall right here, right now.
Man. Yep, not new at all. That's why
she was so
called for
comfortable.
me. Yeah, that's why they called for me to work on that album with Ernie, you know, because they knew of my doing jazz before.
So when I did when I did that advert, what was the first thing that came into your mind when you heard the actual song?
I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that. I expected to play a reggae song, you know?
Right.
Nobody else has ever done something like that. It's usually reggae they use for promos, you know? Yeah, and we have some original songs on the album too, you know.
Yes.
Songs, yeah, written by myself and my partner in crime, Errol Wilson.
Right.
Because, yeah, me always have to Ela Pulo. Yes. We write songs together, we produce together. And one of the songs, Feel So Good Today.
Right.
That was the idea from Willow. And another song on it is, how was it again? Another day, like, no, I just don't know what to do with myself, right? Okay. I don't know that song, right? We actually recorded that song on a different album, and before we did it with Ernie, and in that recording, it's kind of Latin, jazzy, dance hall kind of vibe, you know. So we did that for that album too with Ernie. And I remember when they had the launch, you know, the producer of the album was a man by the name of Jeff Cobham. He used to be a bank manager. He's from Barbados originally, but he plays a mean guitar, you know. And he was friends with Ernie, so you know all that came about with my being on the jazz show. And they said, yeah, we're going to do this album with Ernie. We need a vocalist.
Right.
And apparently everybody said, Pam Hall. So I was like, oh, when I heard it, you know, about doing that.
Yeah.
One of my musical highlights. But yeah, man, a long time I sing jazz, man.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to play a few bars of that particular track. Well, I'm going to play a few bars of a track called Donna Lee. What memory does that bring back for you when I mention Donna Lee?
Well, the first memory I have is actually performing that song with Ernie. But because Ernie he started off at nuts, you know. So I just had to see the whole thing. I couldn't enunciate the words because he was going so fast, you know.
Right.
That's this is after the album was done, but that's the memory that came to me. But sometimes I sing it at moderate pace where I can sing the lyrics. I've done it for a very long time, but yeah, that song is a challenge. You know, I like challenges.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, let's play a few bars. Let's play a few bars of that particular song, right?
Yes.
Here we go.
way musicians want to show how fast they learn to play their music. Is it that they want to make it seem so tough, so very tough on a person that you have to be someone very great and special, just to make your fingers move a little faster than they used to move, and when they do it, they do the task like washing up the dishes or like pulling up weeds. Try to do it better if you're impressed with speed and accuracy at all, but if the beat is on and on me, if I didn't tell you I really get excited when I hear musicians really get on how they let go with everything they got. I may be weird, I may be strange, I can't explain the words to change, but one of these days I'm gonna find out why the guy who wrote the song designed it so it must have played much faster than the girl I need to play.
Yeah, man.
You did some vocals on there, man.
That was challenging.
That was.
He was just going. I was like, ooh. Yeah, that's a challenge.
What
that's
were
a challenge.
Challenges you met on that particular song?
Well, to enunciate the words and to be able to sing the melody at high speed accurately, you know, it was the challenge. Like if you ask me to sing, no, I've been. You set me a challenge, so I'm going to relearn some of those songs.
Right.
Certainly that one. Yeah, man. And yes, Beverly, I can skip.
I'll tell you what, we're going to play one more of that particular album with Ernest Ranglin and Pam Hall, which you can find on iTunes. It's a brilliant album, and I'm going to play one which is called Isn't It Romantic? What memories does that one bring?
Well, it's just that song just has a lovely mood. You know, it's the mood of that song for me. You know?
Play that particular track, and we're just going to play a few bars. Bear with me. Take a listen.
Isn't it romantic? Music in the night, a dream that can be heard.
Jesus. Sorry. Sorry. You reminded me of Sarah Vaughan and all them people there. You know,
oh my God,
Gerald and all those elegant ladies from the past. Let me go again. One more time.
Isn't it romantic? Music in the night, a dream that can be heard. Isn't it romantic? Morning shadows ride the old as magic word. I hear the breezes playing in the trees above. While all the world is saying, you were meant for love. Isn't it romantic merely to be on such a night as this? Isn't it romantic? Every note that's sung is like a lover's kiss. Sweet symbols in the moonlight. Do you mean that I will fall in love perchance? Isn't it romantic?
Wow, 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 wow.
Mm.
Wow. You're not
Yes.
easy at all, Pam. Sister Pam, you're not easy at all with the vocal.
That makes you, that takes you to a time where people fell in love with love. You know what I mean? When love was love, man, that takes you right there where you fell in love with love. The whole aspect, everything was love.
I envision I envision people like Doris Day, Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Ball.
Yes.
Yes. Even
yes.
good friend from the days of what you call it? What's that Berry Gordy's studio? I forget his
Motown.
Quite a few of them from Motown, and I'm telling you, you bring that elegance back.
It's that elegance, which is why I said, you're right. I did say that word. I said one word describes Pam Hall is elegance.
Mm.
Wow.
Where I say Pam Hall.
I never thought of that word from me, but thank you.
Oh, elegance. Yes, you exhibit all of it. Yes. Not the roughneck, them I saw you going up. The roughneck on them of that side of them where you just peace and love. I threw on in there, roughneck and the peace and love.
Definitely.
Oh man.
I tell you what, I'm curious to come to Miss Audrey Hall. I'm gonna ask her to unmute. All right, Miss Audrey Hall. I know Miss Audrey Hall is in the building. If she can hear me, if she would just unmute.
Dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
When you hear your sister Pam Hall sing songs like those that we just played, what do you have to say about your sister Pam Hall?
She can fly with the best of them. With the best, the very best. It's similar talent. Very similar talent to the great. That's my sister.
Say it again.
Her voice is impeccable. Impeccable.
There was one of the songs on that album. I was trying to find it the other day. I left it running while I was just relaxing, and Pam hit a high note, and I'm like, where that note that come from? You remember that song, Pam?
It's
like you went.
The same song.
Is it that same song?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Oh my days.
That one. Yeah, at the very end.
Oh my days. There's a part on that song.
And
it just went into a high note. It just.
Yeah, I go like, to end it, I go like,
Exactly.
Sounded like a trumpet. She was sounding, trumpet.
Yeah.
It was a
Imagine.
Trumpet call. You hear that? Oh.
And
that being said, trumpet a player.
Yeah, man, it's part of the musical grid. Because I do I like horns sometimes and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, can the 10-star general ever get a collaboration between Audrey Hall and Pam Hall today? Would we ever come across
Crickets.
like because it's well overdue for Pam Hall and Audrey Hall to
Crickets.
do a collaboration? Is that ever going to happen?
We have a collaboration between myself, Pam, and my brother Raymond.
Right.
It's a cover of a song called
What a
"Oh,
Fool I've Been.
Oh What a Fool I've Been," and that's out there. "Oh What a Fool I've Been," done by, who was it again, Pam? Not the Inspirations.
Yeah, it's them.
Was the Inspirations? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How does that go, Audrey? You sing the first half, and then Pam take over the next part. Put you on the spot. No. Yes, ma'am.
Right,
Pam,
inspiration.
Pam,
Right.
let's do the harmony, Pam. Go on.
Which one?
Oh, what a fool I've been.
Fool I've Been in the beginning.
Oh, okay. I'll start again.
I don't want to start in the wrong key.
I cried from the, don't listen. But I don't remember the words.
I'm tired, so tired
of you dogging me down. I'm hurt, so hurt, because baby, you let me down. You used to be so good to me. I'll let you get your hooks in me. Oh, you can't hurt me again. Our voices don't sync up. Our voices are not syncing.
Yeah, in real time. Yeah, she said, yep.
Miles.
Yes, you know, Sharon,
you know what I was
thinking? You know what I was thinking? We got to get Miss Audrey Hall onto the show as well.
Well, that was the whole point. Audrey, you didn't think, say you was going chip in and chip out with your sister. You coming on here, Sato? We need a nice interview with you two, sister.
Oh boy.
Miss Audrey Hall.
Of course.
You have to reach. You have to, because the two of you, man, imagine the two sisters in their own right. That is what is so beautiful. The two sisters in their own right.
Yes.
I hear you.
And I think that's very important to stress, in their own
right. In their own right.
Yeah. In other words,
that is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. So individual. We're so individual.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, in your own right.
Yeah.
Beautiful and supportive. And
who was the one who
sang?
Who was the one who sang "Dear Boopsie"?
Me.
Oh, Pam with me in the background.
Yeah, but Audrey sings background on it as well.
But that was Pam with Audrey in the background.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Dear Boopsie.
Oh, just imagine. That was just a coincidence question I've just threw out there. Oh wow. So I'm going to look for that particular song and see if I can play it just before the show ends. But I tell you what, Pam, you've done so much in the industry, and you brought like some sort of elegance back into the industry. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you kept it there,
Yes.
and it stayed there. It didn't go anywhere. It's just remained there. And you've really brought, you know, a level of dignity back into our industry.
Yep.
It seems to be waning.
Yep.
And I don't say waning in a horrible way, but I mean waning in a way that, you know, we seem to be losing our integrity, especially when it comes to elegance in the music itself. And you brought back that level of elegance to our music industry, and you kept it there, which is why I keep saying that, you know, no matter how far back we go with your music, you know, we can still play in today's dancehall and people will rock to that music. I mean, it's just incredible what you've done to it.
I'd like to say that there is a radio personality on an internet station called Reggae Global 24/7. And that,
I've heard of them.
That personality is so impressed with the amount of music that Pam has done, because I've been sending them her music so they can put it on air. And he's been over the moon about Pam's music, which a lot of them he wasn't aware of.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine. Here is another one that, okay, let me just throw another one at you guys, because I am a Pam Hall alcoholic. Is it easy to say that? A Pam Hall alcoholic. Okay. I'm addicted to Pam Hall's music, and I'm not ashamed about it. So here's another one. Take a listen.
I approve.
We wake up again and again, even when we fear what waits at the end. Well, we stay day after day, even when it hurts, we still find a way. We rise, fall after fall, 'cause we know that it's worth it to grow. We love break after break, even when we know our heart might ache. We trust with hope upon hope. And time after time, we still learning to cope.
I could go on forever and ever and ever. I'm telling you.
I sent that song also to Reggae Global 24/7, and he played it and played it and played it, and it ended up on his top 40 for the year. For the year 2021. Yeah.
Imagine.
Beautiful lyrics.
Oh, yeah. See, look at sister supporting. I love it. That's so love it.
You're welcome.
We'll talk about you in your presence, you know.
That's actually the last song that came out from me last year.
That's the last one you recorded.
Yeah, a guy named Josh Harris from California.
Right.
Was the producer. But a friend of his a friend of his tracked me down, because I guess several people were trying to find me, and he found me on Instagram. Right. And he was so the person who found me was actually somebody from Costa Rica.
Okay.
And I made that link with just the producer. Everything always have a story.
Miss Pam Hall, let me ask you another question. Do you feel appreciated? I ask all my guests this, and you're just a long line of guests that I have to ask this question. Do you feel appreciated in our industry?
I feel appreciated. And I want to tell you something, I get a lot of appreciation from good old UK. I really get a lot. I get a lot too from fellow people in the industry, fellow musicians,
Right.
fellow artists, it's a lot of that too.
Mm.
I get a lot of appreciation. And I appreciate the appreciation.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. Everybody, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. So I appreciate when somebody likes what I do, you know?
Right. You're my cup of tea, I'll tell you that much.
Mine too.
There's no shame in my game.
Yes, and that's
All
a man
right.
talking. So yeah, that is a man talking. No shame. We were very excited just knowing that you was gonna come and talk because we both are such big fans.
Thank you.
Always
so much.
have been, always will. I'm gonna ask you one question. What was behind one of your biggest songs ever, One Dance? Who wrote that?
It wasn't me. It
wasn't her, it was Audrey.
Oh, it was Audrey. See? I see that now. I was like,
okay.
One Dance. Because
I was
we get bundled. We get bundled all the time.
Right. Because they always say, I've had things where it's come up as Pam Hall. You see, people, you are right, you know, people is put misinformation too. I don't even care which hall it was because we love the both of you. But One Dance. But we gonna save that when Audrey come on the show because I am dying to know. But we gonna save that. You coming on the show to talk about it.
Ask her if she will come on. Ask her, Sharon. Go for it.
So, Miss,
I am her representative. She will come.
What was that?
Okay, Miss Audrey, your representative has spoken. You have to come. Look, you have to come. I think that just knowing even how you two sisters work together on supporting each other.
Yeah.
We want to elaborate more on that because, you know, a lot of people in the industry, they have siblings out there and they know one is jealous of the other, one to come up and the next one left the other one. You two women is powerful.
Two peas in a pod.
Two peas in a pod, it is powerful. And I would like everybody in the world to know about it because if we do not support each other as women, even as blood, trust me, it don't work. And just knowing you two, man, I tell you.
Thank you.
It's big.
Okay. Well, let me come back to Miss Audrey. Miss Pam Hall, and share with me some of the accolades you may have received. I mean, have you received many awards? Share with us any awards that you may have received.
Let me see now. Gfm Awards, I've gotten a couple from them. Caribbean Music Awards.
Okay.
Jamaica Awards.
Oh.
Received the Lifetime Achievement Award as yet?
No Lifetime Achievement Award.
All right, we have to work on that one day.
I got one from I got one from Porrick as well. Jaria.
Okay.
I'm going to hook you up and let you know more about Porrick. What they do is it's a women's event, and it's for women in the arts, not just music.
Okay.
You know, who
Okay.
have made a
Okay.
contribution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice award.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon, let's come to some of the
questions.
in the questions that some of the listeners or fans or family that they may have. I know Sharon Bentley had a question. I'm going to try and get to that question right now.
Right. Sharon Bentley, come in with your question, Sharon.
Sharon Bentley said, ask Pam, how was it then in Jamaica with her starting her music career? And what would she change now if she could go back in time, if any?
Okay, well, one of the first things was that there were not many ladies in the business then. I think back then I could probably identify 90% or 95% of the ladies who were in the business then. No, can't keep up. Good to see the ladies out there, you know?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. One of the things that I would change when back is, particularly in being a producer and so on, is the promotional aspect of it. Because one of the things I've come to realize now is that it doesn't matter what business you're in, promotion is the key and it's the hardest part of any business, because people have to know that you have this product out there, simply put, you know. So I would work more on promotion. That's one thing I would definitely change.
Okay.
Anybody have any other questions that they may want to ask Pam Hall? Now is the time to do so. If you have any questions, you can either write it in a chat or you can unmute and ask your questions. Okay, so we want to give you time to ask Sister Pam Hall any questions you may have for her. All right. I tell you what I want to do. I want to play one more song. All right. And the song I want to play, Sharon, if you keep an eye on the chat, just in case somebody has a question.
I am.
I want to find a track, a particular track which Pam Hall did. It's called Truly. I absolutely love that song, which, Sister Pam, tell me about Truly.
Yeah.
Well, truly now, I always like the song, right? But when it was suggested, if I do it, in singing it, I found it a little too simple.
Okay.
So I will just make up our other things and all kind of stuff on it, you know?
Right.
So it was kind of, it was fun. It was fun. But it's a lovely melody, it's a lovely song. And I have to hear it, right here, I have to hear it, Sister myself. She did that song first.
And I have to say, at some point in your career, I read that you actually stood in for the I-Threes with Bob Marley.
No, not with Bob Marley, just with the I-Threes.
Just with the I-Threes, okay.
Okay, with the I-Threes, okay.
Yeah, we did a coast to coast US tour. And in 2012, we did a couple of shows in France and in South America. So yeah, and a couple of live performances. And the song Rise Up, the song that was done for the Reggae Boys. I was with them in that video too, as an IC. So, yeah, and I've worked with them otherwise, share stage with them, been on same shows with them. done harmony on their songs, on their records, and sometimes big respect to them. But yeah, but truly, but it's not just truly. I'm not like that with just truly, really. And truly. Sometimes people like I say, yeah, Pam, this what it don't just come love the things that experiment and galant, I do say, make it simple, love, just easy yourself, you know. So I explore a little with truly,
Right,
Mhm.
right. Before I actually play Truly, which is going to be the last song that we'll play on the show, I have Tahina, I think it's Tafina Wilson. And she
Tafina.
said, Tafina, yeah. She says, what are some of your most memorable moments in music?
Well, there are two that I find memorable. One was in Japan.
Bam.
Yeah. Like I had no idea. And I knew I was on their Billboard charts, Japanese Billboard chart. But and I had traveled to Japan before, but not with with working with a Japanese guy. Same background. But going there now as Pam Hall with a hit song over there. I've been there a couple of times, That was something really, really special. Really, really, really special. And I mean, people. This was in the 90s, and I still have fans in Japan to this day.
Of course.
But it was huge because I was a top 10 Billboard chart over there, and the audiences, man, tell you, talk about enthusiastic. The wave and the stuff without you telling them to do it.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember a Japanese guy coming to my hotel with some of our music for me to sign. I didn't know how to find where I was in the hotel. And I had to do a lot of record store appearances and so on. People would line up out the door for me to sign their albums.
Right.
Yeah, it was a huge thing,
Wow.
That was awesome. And then another special moment for me, because I wasn't expecting it at all. I was going to Salt Lake City with Tafina. Tafina was going to work with me in Salt Lake City, and that market was the Polynesian market. And so Taf and I come off the plane, and we're walking to going towards picking up our luggage and seeing who will come first. And we see this note. It's not easy enough. Maybe with a Japanese Pam Hall. You're a hoot. Yeah. Yeah, so we're walking now away from the plane. So they come, some of the Polynesians come and they put the lei on us,
Yeah.
We're walking. But before even that, we hear drums and, we thought it was just a tourist thing. Sometimes people perform in the airport, tourists. But no, it was a reception for me.
Wow.
A whole dance troupe, drummers, and they gave a speech. We thanked the legend Pam Hall for coming. And it's like I was ahead of stage. It was amazing. It was awesome, I'm telling you. And then the show itself was something special. Kafina says she has never seen young people in Jamaica show that much love for reggae. Reggae as against dancehall, you know, other Jamaican genres. Because the audience was a young audience. It was a young audience. And all that they had all their phones up there. And when I'm singing, they're singing along. Even so, like, okay, I have a version of I Love How You Love Me. And when I'm singing Love How You Love Me, and towards the end where I do certain little phrases and stuff, they knew everything.
Every word. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the phrases, them, you know. So that was, you know, that kind of love was awesome. So there have been many special moments, really. But those two stand out, you know. Those two stand out. And also, well, Errol Wilson, he was there too. And one day, the rehearsal, the keyboard player couldn't come. And this child of mine, Kafina, she plays the piano for the whole rehearsal. I was like, you know all of them songs on the piano? What? I was so impressed. So I have to big up my staff for that too. But that was also special on top of the special, you know? Well, yeah, man, those are two of the special moments for me. For me to answer my staff question.
Sharon Bentley has a question. She said, ask Pam, after doing backup vocals for so many artists, which one would you do an album with today if you could?
Wow. Never thought of that.
Good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. But even if I do, I wouldn't call the name. Because other people might say, so what? So you don't want to sing nothing with me, you know?
That's a good one.
Yeah. Exactly. When people ask me if I have a special song of those I've done, I'm like, no, I don't want to do it so them get jealous. Oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
we like that. That was a good one. Good answer.
Let me ask you a question. How does it feel to be loved by so many people across the world? You know, I'm pretty sure on a daily basis, you know, you must be thrown questions of so many, you know, people of wherever they're logged in from. But, you know, one thing I do realize is that everybody loves Pam Hall.
Well, music for me is very, very special, and I love what I do. And if they also love me and love what I do, I mean, I could not ask for anything more, you know? I could not ask for anything more.
We don't hear nothing in the media about Pam Hall. We don't hear nothing derogatory about Pam Hall. We just hear pure good vibes. And it make people
all
like
good
me,
vibes, yep.
As we say, I feel good about that.
Yeah. It's a great feeling. Yes, that's true.
And Sister Audrey Hall, as we may say, you know, Sister Audrey Hall as well. You know, it's a good feeling, you know. We want to thank everybody for, you know, asking any questions to Miss Pam Hall. You know, if you do have any further questions, now is the time to do so. You can unmute or you can write your questions in the chat or whatever, you know, this platform. And we will ask Miss Pam Hall, you know, those questions. If you do not have any further questions, I will hand over to Miss Sharon. And Sharon, what do you have to say?
All I know is just the honor of having you here. And maybe it's your humbleness. You're so humble and transparent. I always say this word, but some people are not. You're humble and transparent. You are the real deal, Miss Pam Hall. The incomparable. We have to say incomparable because of your uniqueness.
I gotta check that word up in the dictionary.
Yes.
Incomparable. What?
Incomparable, because she's one of a kind. You know what I mean? Every artist or every vocalist has this one thing about them, a special thing in the way they might move a note or sing a note. Pam has it.
What?
Very distinctive. Very distinctive, like I would know, very distinctive. It's such an honor to be here. I don't even know what more questions I can ask you because you've answered so many. I would like to know, would you have a question? So what is next for you now? What is next for Pam Hall? Because I know that, yes, the jazz is amazing. Also on the gospel, I believe, on the gospel end, what is next for you coming out?
Okay. I have a compilation of kind of gospel songs. I also have a compilation of songs that are like mixed with reggae and jazz. And then I should just do a couple more to add to that to put an album out. And another project. This is a kind of wish list. Definitely want to do a ska album. I love ska.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ska is very jazzy as well, you know. So
it is.
Yeah. So it's just more or less, and hope to have something out. I single definitely by next month, and working on other stuff. That I've been taking too long to finish. And I know, yes, and I'm sure a lot of people are rolling their eyes now when I say that.
Yeah.
Especially Willow.
Oh,
yeah,
wonderful.
Music coming.
All right, because your works is not done. As you know, your works is not done.
Not by a lot. But I'll tell you, the next song is going to be about Africa.
Africa?
Yes, the Africa tour.
Have you had a chance to visit any of the African continents?
Yeah, I've been to Kenya.
Okay.
And I've been to South Africa.
Oh, South Africa. Okay.
Yeah.
And,
I hope to visit more African countries and things settle down a bit, you know.
Yeah, I think that when you go, you'll be quite surprised to find out how many people actually know who you are. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Let's come quickly to Miss Audrey Hall. I want to come to Miss Audrey Hall, the sister to Pam Hall. I want to ask Sister Audrey Hall, now, what do you have to say in terms of your sister Pam Hall? If Miss Audrey Hall is hearing me right now, what do you have to say about your sister Pam Hall?
Pam is my friend from childhood.
So that.
Yes. I want to say that growing up between my age of 8 to 15 years, I remember, because I went back to London at age 15. So I remember Pam out and about in the backyard, front yard, walking through the house, sitting on the veranda, she was always doing something like this.
Oh.
Sometimes I would listen closely to her, and actually realize that she would be singing at warp speed a particular song. No? Like for instance, if she was singing, let's say my song "One Dance Won't Do" back then, she would have been going.
No, you. Oh my God, that's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's as if it was, and it had to be perfect, you know. She's going at warp speed and trying her best to hit every note correctly, you know? It's as if she was preparing herself for what she became, one of Jamaica's greatest songbirds.
Oh man.
Hey, you know,
Good one.
I love
you know,
that.
I did that on a show once. There's a song that I used to like, right? The song, yeah, here we go, yeah, people. Here we go, yeah, people. So I'm doing a performance, and then, of course, I rehearse it to the band. So what we do is, I said, okay, we're going to put the song up now on octave and play it fast. So I'm going to play it like a 78. I'm going to sing like a 78 RPM. So I'm my voice sound like the chipmunk too. You know, that's how we look. So I had to do that, you know. And
yeah.
I met them all mixed, you know.
Yeah.
I was doing that one day. I was doing that one time.
Yep, that was Pam, yes.
Well, I tell you what, I absolutely enjoyed myself with Sister Pam Hall and Sister Audrey Hall.
Sister Audrey.
Both of you have been a blessing to our reggae music history. We love you both with every fiber and DNA that exists within me. And, you know, I absolutely love the fact that you have both brought dignity to our reggae music industry.
Yes, yes, yes.
All that being said and done, as God is my witness, I absolutely salute both for Uno.
Thank you.
But Sharon Mango, do not let Miss Audrey Hall escape.
Oh, I know we're not. I will be reaching out to you. If I have to decide, I'm going to be reaching out to you. You have to come on the show. I can't wait.
It will be my pleasure.
Sharon has the name of my favorite fruit, you know.
Well, thank you so much. It is mine too.
Yeah,
and
what was that? I totally missed that. Say that again. Let me hear what she had said.
I'm gonna play mango. With mango.
Me neither. And I've been so, you know what? I'm so grateful that is my husband's, it's his real last name, right?
Yeah.
It's a real thing. So
Mango?
the name just, Mango. Yeah, that's his last name. That's his last name. So we met in the music. He was my friend, and I guess we got involved, and then years later, we got married. So we've been together for quite some time. Yeah, we've been together for quite some time. He does a lot.
Bless up.
He does a bless up. bless up the mango. Yeah, yes, he does a lot of production. He's got some amazing music. So, you know, yeah, the name stuck. I said, I'm not changing my name to something else. Sharon Mango's gonna work. It don't matter. You will never forget me because everybody loves the mango.
Very true.
One of the only fruits where the 10-star general can yam is the mango.
Oh, Julie Mango. All of them, so much name East Indian mango. We love all the mango them. Yes.
I tell you what. I tell you what. Somebody's asking a question, and just before we end the show, I want to ask that question. Let me see if I can find it.
Please elaborate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Please elaborate on. Okay. Please elaborate on her song "Young Hearts Run Free."
Oh, Young Hearts.
Love that song. That's one of my favorites too.
Yeah. It's who for song? It's Candy Staten. She did the original.
Was it Candy? Oh yeah, I think it was Candy Staten. Yeah, that was the original, right?
Yeah.
Candy Staten. Yes.
Nice tune, you know. That was with a co-production with Lloyd, Joe Frasier. That Joe Frasier really. Lloyd. When name again? Season King. No, sir. I've been a senior moment. a production with no, and he has passed. His label is a Joe Frasier label.
Okay. Yeah.
You remember that name? But that was his label. This was a production.
Was that Lloyd Campbell?
Lloyd Campbell, thank you, Audrey.
Okay.
For relieving my, yes, you relieve my stress. Yeah. I don't remember who came up with the idea. Yeah, I don't remember whose idea it was to do that song, but that song always like perform it now and then, you know.
Yeah, so that's a great song. It's a great song. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, we have to end the show right now. Miss Audrey Hall, first and foremost, we would love to have you back on our show. And we thank you for being a contributor on the show also and showing us what real family love is all about. We absolutely applaud you for that. So God bless you and thank you for that. Would you like to say anything?
Yes.
Oh, well, I will say that my representative has ordered me. But in and of myself, also, it would be a pleasure to be on your show. And I enjoyed this evening with you guys.
You see it there?
We look forward to it.
Love having you on.
You see the salute, the 10-star salute? What? Thank you, Miss Audrey.
Pam said.
This is my 10-star salute.
That's a good one. Very appropriate.
Yeah, amen. And I have to come back to the original source. I said to a sister, Beverly Notes, who has worked with so many artists in the industry. I said, "Why, Beverly? You know what? I want to interview Miss Pam Hall. You know." She said, "10-star, me know Pam Hall. I go and make the link." And she did just that. So Beverly Notes, God bless you.
Yes, I. Big up, Beverly.
And
yes, Miss Beverly Notes, thank you so much.
I have to come back to Pam Hall, Miss Pam Hall. She's been an absolute beauty and a blessing. You know, I've shared with her, you know, various things that I'm going through, and she's sharing with me things I should eat and stay away from, and She's been a blessing in my life. So Miss Pam Hall, God bless you too. And thank you for appearing on our show. And don't be surprised if we keep asking you to come back on our show.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't mind at all. This has been really nice, you know.
Amen, 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 and amen.
I thank you all for having me.
It was our pleasure. As soon as we hear a next tune coming out, we're going to give you a call right back. We are so honored for you to share our space today.
Yeah.
God bless you. And may God continuously bless you. Thank you so much.
Anything you want to say before we end the show today?
I am saying it now. Thank you. God bless Miss Pam Hall. God bless you, Audrey Hall. We're going to see you real soon, your representative, so you can come. Yeah.
What Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, everybody who's been part of the show today.
Thank you to everyone. Yes, thank you, everyone, for being on the show. It was really nice, very cozy, intimate conversation with Miss Pam Hall. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was nice. That was really
Now, I have to mention Sharon Mango from Germany, who is my business partner, my sister.
Sharon Bentley.
She said,
Sharon
she
Bentley.
mentioned the word Young Hearts Roam Free. So we have to play that tune to end the show today.
End the show.
Yep. Sharon Mango, I'm going to let you have the last word before we end the show.
Again, we want to say thank you to each and everybody that tuned in today, that made this possible, to share an intimate experience with the incomparable Miss Pam Hall. We look forward to talking to you again. Tune in to the next shows. Continue to support. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Many thanks to everybody who's commented and made remarks, comments, whatever it is. We thank each and every one of you. And we're going to get out of here today. And remember, who is my guest on Saturday? It is Ellie Allen.
Ellie Allen. Ellie
Canada.
Allen.
He's a veteran. He's been making remarkable music. You will be impressed by him. It is going to be the same ID and the same password to gain access to these shows. Okay? And the passwords will never change. As far as I'm concerned, it will be the same passwords and the same ID. Okay? So join us on Saturday, where Sharon Mango and myself will be here to enter.
Yes, we will.
With the
Will
great,
it be 11?
big
Will
bad,
it be
the big
11?
bad, Ali Allen.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Will it be 11 Jamaica time?
Precisely.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Precisely. And then Sharon, remember, we have to fit Miss Pam Hall in this show.
Audrey.
Sorry, what did I say?
Pam.
We are so used to that. We're so used to that.
And that's really okay. So, we are. Don't worry. I think we had a couple of dates, but we'll speak off air. Yeah, you coming real soon.
All right.
Real soon, Miss Audrey. I'll come real soon.
Join us on Saturday, okay? One love to each and every one. God bless each and every one. And here is a message from one of my greatest artists. She's a former singer with Brown Sugar. Her name is Shezzy, and this is what she had to say.
Greetings, my beautiful people. This is Shezzy, raising the awareness with 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Tune in, keep it locked.
Play my song.
Greetings, my beautiful people. This is Shezzy, raising the awareness with 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Tune in, and keep it locked. Just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years, and they will be filled with tears. Love won't embrace us, start all over again. You'll get the babies, but you won't have your man. While he's busy loving every woman that he can.
Get mad, get crazy.
What's the use of sharing this one and only life? Ending up just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years, and they will be filled with tears. Love won't embrace us, start all over again. You'll get the babies, but you won't have your man. While he's busy loving every woman that he can.
Thank you, Miss Stephanie. Stephanie, bless up yourself.
Say you're gonna leave 100 times a day. It's easy said than done. When you just can't break away, just can't break away. Good young heart, run free, never be hung up. I'm hung up like my
Can I play it one more time? This is Miss Pam Hall. We are out of here. One love.
Sharing this one lonely life. Ending up just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years, and they will be filled with tears. Love won't embrace us, start all over again. You'll get the babies, but you won't have your man. While he's busy loving every woman that he can.
Greetings, my beautiful people. This is Shezzy, raising the awareness with 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Tune in and keep it locked.
When you just can't break away, just can't break away. Good young heart, run free, never be hung up. I'm hung up like my melody. My melody. Oh, young heart, yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. Really and truly, yeah.
Oh, gossip.
Truly, I love you truly, truly, I love you truly. And if it means so much to me, if you could understand, I need you just to be my lover.
Pull it up again, pull it up again, pull it up again.
Really and truly, yeah.
Oh, gossip.
Truly, I love you truly, truly, I love you truly. And it would mean so much to me if you could understand that I need you just to be my lover, man.
Oh, gosh.
Really, I want you near me. Really, if you should hear me, 'cause you don't know like I know, baby, you gotta change your plan. 'Cause I need you just to be my lover.
Now, I'm Massive and crew. You're in tune to the original 10-star general, the most modern technical field marshal, immortal intellectual. This jacket that moves the whole wide world and can never die. A global DJ, raising the awareness. You don't see the 10-star general.
Okay, we're out of here. I'm out of here. One love.
See, long time no see. I wish you were here, right here with me. Whoopsie, baby, I hope you're fine. I just have to write you these few lines. Remember,
Now, I'm Massive and crew. You're in tune to the original 10-star general, the most modern technical field marshal, immortal intellectual. This jacket that moves the whole wide world and can never die. A global DJ, raising the awareness. You don't see the 10-star general.
I need a little cash, 'cause the baby have a rush. I need every dollar, 'cause the baby just a holler. Whoopsie, whoopsie, since you've been gone, I've forgotten the taste of wine. And I've had no Chinese food for a long, long time. Oh, whoopsie, life is really hard. I wish I was living somewhere abroad.
Hold on there. And the 10-star general I drop them bomb there. Please, General. Please.